Oh no, I'm not talking yet. All right. Holiday day. If we get 10, I'm gonna be very happy. 13 is my. Let's say 13. Let's stay at 13. That's our lucky number in most of the half the world, I guess. It's unlucky in the Western world, but they don't want you to know how lucky 13 is. Pretty lucky number. A lot of, I guess it's pagan in a lot of ways, but all right. Get this started for. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's do. Do, 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 do. Oh, wow. 125. Is the halberd in the hat, maybe? Let's go look at that guy. I think this guy's pretty sick, too. I've looked at him a couple times. Nobody sees that guy. Pretty rare. The drum. Halberd. Halberd. Titanium. A lot of gestures. Yeah. Still not a lot on the market, really. I mean, more than normal, but not really. How's everybody doing? Thank you all for being here. I know it's a holiday for a lot of people. Is Victoria Day similar to Memorial Day, Philomen? Yeah, okay. That's cool. I was talking to some people in Spain this morning. They're like, "Oh, we're not working today." I'm like, "What? Is it Memorial Day?" They're like, "Yeah, when you Americans don't work, we definitely don't work." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Must be nice. But Spanish people, they don't like to work that much. I dig it. It's a good balance. All right. So we have okay, things are getting serious, everyone. When I have pre-approved alpha for today, I have copy to read. So we have big stuff coming, and the motif for today is for the next couple weeks, we're not going to be leaking as much as we normally do. We want you guys to have some surprises. I've been given some instructions to tighten it up a little bit, and I don't mind doing that from time to time because I do give away so much alpha. But with that being said, we're going to stir some alpha today, but we are basically planning on a lot of surprises for you all. We want to get back that mystique of surprising you. So, and we've got a lot of content coming, and we've been beta testing a lot this week. So we are ready to surprise you. Let's look at this guy real quick. Let's see the level. I don't like this level giving us, you know, a ranking there, right? I don't like that. Shiny axe. Yep, that's nice. Bonus attack 16. Why is that a 1%? That's weird. Because yeah, again, that's a false rating, right? Yeah, this guy's not that rare, in my opinion. Am I missing something? I mean, I get it. A lot of these attributes are low, like around 10%. Not bad. $21. That's crazy. $21. 37. Yeah, this guy has the shamrock, the halberd, and the shocked face. Yeah, that's just a clean shroom. That's a clean shroom right there. $37. I think if you get that for 30, you're happy. You're walking out. Um, yeah, the halberd, investigating. Another clean guy there. Yeah, for sure. Maybe the body color is a little better. And this one is Marching Drum Royal. Yeah, those are pretty low. Ooh, 100% defense. That's a nice for a jester. I guess a lot of people want jesters to be, max health point, max heal. But I do have a couple meta plays that I'm doing with defense with just my guy. All right. Now, everyone probably saw this image. That is the 13. Hey, we hit our number. Thank you all. Namaste. Always honored by the people that show up here. Yes, sir. Reign of Power item. Um, let me see. Let me go to my copy. I don't want to stray today. I want to be a good CEO and not alienate anyone. So let me see what I can read here. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. So you're going to want to, Reign of Power is going to become our base onboarding mode. We're going to use it for gaming DAOs. We're going to use it for community events. We're talking to different communities. Our advertisers, we're going to feature a lot because again, we want to show how many people are active. We got some stats to go over in a minute about the community. Everyone's feeling kind of scared. I know another game just announced they're kind of shifting hard and downgrading today, and um, I'm hearing rumors of other ones. Knock on wood, they find some money and cut some overhead and get creative. Necessity is the mother of courage here. So but Reign of Power is going to be basically the onboarding where people can just pick the game up, they start grinding, they start playing, they make some truffles, they win some mycelium, they win some items. These items can be forged, minted to the blockchain. They can sell the item on the blockchain, get some money. We get a little commission, bada boom, bada bing, create a little peer-to-peer economy there. And that's what we're trying to really strive towards is a peer-to-peer economy. That's the holy grail. You throw in some advertising revenue, you throw in some syncs, you throw in some affiliate marketing, you throw in tournaments, and basically you get people that, hey, they come in, they create their free-to-play characters, they're grinding. Oh, they want to buy some action points, or they want to buy some truffles, or they want to buy some more NFTs or some more characters, and keep grinding to get these items. Because ultimately there'll be a real race to get the items first. If you get the items first, you can probably demand a higher price when you go to sell them if you're an extractor. Obviously, we don't like building the game for the extractors, but it's a reality, right? That is a third of the market is people. They're just here to they come in like a locust swarm and then they leave. But I've always told the leadership here and the team that, hey, if we can learn to use those people and make them our strength, that the extractors become a strength instead of a weakness, that's a real win for us. So let me get you another image here. Definitely royal. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we had a couple iterations of this. This is the one we voted on. We liked it. So there you go. Now, the next image is... Go. I'm going to leak that in all the other channels too. Yeah, so what you can take from this is that there's going to be sweet loot quests. There's going to be a daily quest for Reign of Power, maybe two, maybe more. Hey, who knows? We may surprise you with some stuff. Reign of Power, like I said, Reign of Power is going to become the core function of the game. It's going to be the syncs. It's going to be some revenue. It's going to be peer-to-peer economy. It's going to be onboarding frictionless. Like I said, we want people to pick up the game and just jump into Reign of Power, start fighting each other. Obviously, we're trying to get a smart AI, an advanced decision tree. We're working on how to make Reign of Power where it's not just a spam attack. You're not just clicking attack, and that's the winner. You actually have to build out a meta. There's a meta. Everyone's building the same meta for their defender, and then so everyone's building the same meta kind of for attacking, and then people start getting creative. That's yes, different chests, different loot. Medukri, yep. Medukri is here to keep me correct. I think I'll be okay today. I got copy. Like I said, if I mess up today, it's definitely on me. So the items are going to be very powerful. They're going to be worth grinding for. They're going to be rare. The drop rate's going to be tough. We're not here to just expand these out. We want, we want some Grail items that really drive people to exchange time for money and money for time. That's the nexus of Web3 gaming. Some other hints I can drop are, well, actually, let's shift gears. I want to talk about some. Oh, 15, awesome, fantastic. Thank you everyone for being here on a holiday. We broke through 13. If we get to 20, I'm absolutely floored. That's crazy. So I wanted to. When is the next round of Reign of Power? We are shooting for the next patch, which the next patch we've been shooting for end of this month. We've been testing it a lot. Knock on wood, not a lot of bugs so far. We got the mods ripping it apart. I woke up to like 60 messages in the mod channel this morning. The mods, thank you for ripping apart. We have not rolled it out to the beta testers because we got a lot of secret sauce we don't want out there. So we are not doing normal beta testing. But the next round, I'm going to say within 2 weeks. Some have been posted. Yes, Madukri is saying some of the items from the chest have been posted in the Telegram. Madukri, wouldn't we say when the patch is coming within 2 weeks or less is our goal? I mean, hopefully next week, but we're just doing what we can here. Yeah. So Philemon, 2 weeks or less. That's my official answer. But yeah, shouting out to some stuff that we've had happen recently. Again, everyone's kind of in a fearsome mode, I guess. We're just head down. Our grind hasn't changed. Our runway hasn't changed. Our burn rate hasn't changed. As a CEO, I'm actually as comfortable as any CEOs I talk to. I mean, not a day goes by I don't talk to someone in leadership on a project, and the overheads that some of these people deal with is just so stressful to me. It's just so stressful. I talk to them, and they got 10 devs at $7,000 a month. They've got an office space. They've got 4 community managers. They've got they've got like 15 people on payroll. They've got a CEO that's like, I want my 100,000 a year minimum, and I'm not dogging all that. I just, in this world right now, it is a team effort. If you're not able to work with delayed gratification, you're going to be in trouble. And community takeover, I keep telling everyone, that's the reason we're here. The community, works. I mean, most of our positions are unpaid, and most of our community people are just diehard holders. We just love the community. We want to be the first successful Web3 game. No one has figured it out. I mean, think about it. This last week we had, I think, 3 games that had raised over $100 million go out of business. Like, I don't know if you guys understand like how proud I am of what we've done here. We have been in business for almost 3 years, really, and we've paid out $350,000 to our community, and we're still running. Like, and we're, knock on wood, we have more runway than most people. I don't, unless something drastically changes. Now, again, we're still waiting to like dump our clip of marketing money. That's really the biggest expense for any company. But the metrics I wanted to highlight is we're almost to 20,000 Discord members. And a lot of those when we're at 19,925, and those are coming in from IMX. We just broke 25,000 Twitter followers. That's all organic. We're not paying anyone. We're not paying bots. We're not paying KOLs. We're not paying shillers. We're not paying alpha groups. That's all organic. Jones, did you solve the AP NFT issue? We solved. Oh, make sure I got to stay on copy here. Hold on a second. We solved the truffles NFT problem, and that's actually in the beta test. People have been buying truffles. The action point, no, because when you burn the NFT, the action point NFT, you have to direct it to a particular character, or we're trying to reverse engineer how, like, it's like a soulbound issue, or is it an account level issue? We're close, but we're waiting to basically have our devs and IMX devs work together. So I'm going to say no on the Madukri, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've got a solution for the action point NFT, which is obviously one of our biggest revenue. I mean, it's going to be cheap. It'll be like $1 or something, right? But that's going to be the easiest way for people to spend money. Yeah, it's still in the works. I know that we're basically pivoting from the way we were going to do it to make it easier on coding. What if you put it in a pool, and once you fight with it? Yeah, again, that's what we're thinking. Yeah, so is it an account level feature that you can just kind of disseminate to each character? Do you have to direct it? At this exact point, everyone, we are going to the devs first and saying, what is the easiest way to you to implement this? Because our biggest line item is developer hours cost. That's our foremost cost, and we're trying to keep that as thin, as tight as possible. So, um, yeah, Nick. Thank you for that idea. We're trying everything, but at this point, it's almost an IMX then us issue because um, we have to kind of be their guinea pig on some of this stuff because I don't think they have. I mean, I don't think any games out there have action points the way we do. Anyway, so 25,000 on Twitter, almost 20,000 on Discord, and we broke 3 million fights. 3 million fights. So when I'm talking to advertisers, I'm not going to say, hey, you're going to be seen 3 million times in the last 5 months, but there's what we're doing with the advertisers is we're thinking of in-game product placement. Maybe you do an explore and you walk into the advertiser's shop and there's a quest inside the shop. And if you get, if you have the optimal outcome, you get a discount or maybe you get free product, right? So we're doing a lot of cool things. I'm not going to drop the names yet, but we've got one little mom and pop advertiser. We've got a national advertiser, and then we've got a global advertiser. And the global one asked for mock-ups this morning. I've been working with them for 5 years. I have a good relationship with them, and I was one of their first investors and beta testers in their product. So, knock on wood, we will have 3 very nice advertisers to come to the plate. No timeline on that yet. I'm not going to rush it because I don't want to look weak to the advertisers. But we are trying to be the first Web3 game that has product placement, advertising, affiliate marketing, and then we have to track all of this too. We have to have an internal tracking system. Sounds hard, but I'm sure. Yeah, we're close, Jones. I mean, I would say we're like 80% there. I'm confident I get a positive in the next week or two from the devs saying we got it figured out, but it's very close. So yeah, that's our key metrics that I wanted to shout out. I think those are all amazing, especially in the down market of altcoins. I know Bitcoin is starting to act like it should. I mean, it's following into global money supply. It's pretty common what it does there, but that money's not flowing down to the alts. The VCs aren't funding anything. Retail's very broke. Nobody's really wanting to take any risk right now when it comes to altcoins. When you can just take a nice Bitcoin risk, get your Sharpe ratio down, get a nice CAGR. So there's no reason to really take any risk on altcoins. But you're starting to see some stuff leak. As far as I'm seeing some like Hype hit an all-time high, and a couple other utility tokens are starting to act right. So back to we're talking about badges up here. Should we expect new badges? I think the badges are already visible in the game. Yes. Reign of Power badges are in game. And I have been approved to say that they will have utility. We are not wanting you all just to play Reign of Power for grinding items and grinding mycelium. The Reign of Power will have a badge that has utility. And then I'm going to leak a little bit. There'll be some system. I'm not going to get too far into it. But there's essentially you'll want to stack Reign of Power points, not only to get on the leaderboard to get airdrop of tokens, but yeah, Philemon, we're gonna have other internal benefits. I'm not even gonna get into it. We've got so many cool little ideas cooking. Shout out to Andrew and Madukri. They have been doing an absolutely amazing job. They have been working harder than anyone besides Mats. Mats outworks everyone 50 times to 1. And if anybody wants to just say thank you, Mats, anytime, just drop him at Mats. Thank you. He's awesome. Without him, Patrick has been instrumental, but Mats is the muscle. I mean, he gets it done. That guy just produces. So, shout out to Mats. And so Reign of Power badge utility. I hope I was vague enough. Okay, Madukri, tell me if I've been vague enough there. Reign of Power compete mode will be okay. Good. Reign of Power compete mode will be a staple. Everyone, that's how we're going to drive the new. And if you guys saw last week, we had a gaming night. Shout out to Culix and his group. They were amazing. They had 50 people show up. Our DAU spiked from like 180 to 230 overnight. That's how we're going to grow this game. We're going to go to these gaming DAOs. We're going to give them $300-400. We're going to give them NFTs. We have another gaming night with his gaming DAO coming up soon, and we're waiting on a confirmation because they're actually in the running for a huge AVAX grant. A lot of these gaming DAOs, I'm not the only one, and we're not the only ones figured out that the gaming DAOs are the lowest hanging fruit. That's the where you go, right? That if you want to onboard new players, right? So shout out to Namlong DAO for sure, and all the other gaming DAOs we're talking to. And if you all want to, just any of your favorite DAOs that you're in, I mean, YGG or just whoever you're in, just kind of drop a mushroom here and there. I've been going in and just dropping emoji mushrooms, just to seed the idea that we're coming. So, some bad news on the anniversary gift. The thing we wanted to do took more lift than we ended up. Obviously everyone's like, well, the anniversary gifts have been a long time coming. Well, about 3 months ago, we said, hey, since we're so late to bringing them, let's make them really bring the funk and the noise. So we kind of created a hole for ourselves. They're not going to be much longer, but just a little longer. I'm not allowed to say what is causing the lift, but you guys are going to love it. If anyone's selling anniversary gifts on the market, I think someone listed one for 1 million truffles, which that's kind of crazy. Maybe. It depends. But yeah, I mean, I don't. If someone's dumping anniversary gifts, I think I only have like 7. Yeah, those are going to be great. I would definitely be shooting for those. So now up to the next thing. So ROP badges will go live. The quest and royal items will go live. The truffle NFT, the merch store will go live. It's always already soft launched. That will all go live in the next patch, 2 weeks or less. So think about it. That's a lot of content. ROP badges, ROP quests, royal items, the truffle NFT, which ROP will require truffles. I'm leaving a big bracket. There's something I'm definitely not allowed to say. Andrew will kill me. But there is something coming in Reign of Power that we've never done before that's going to make it super, we're actually going to be worried about Andrew. I think Andrew might end up playing more than anyone. Yeah. Yeah, Madukri's laughing at that because, yeah. Live defending, Philemon, that is going to be step 2. We want to get the smart AI running, the advanced decision tree. Then we'll do live defending is a lot more lift on the code side. And we're internally debating live defense versus dungeons, but neither one of those two are coming until after we have a smarter NPC system. We have to have a smarter NPC system. But something is coming that is, it's going to change. Essentially, if you have spare time, you're going to be playing Reign of Power. I mean, I will, because there's always going to be a risk-reward benefit that's going to be out of this world, and that's all I'm going to say. Okay, 21 minutes in. Cool. The next big thing, and I think I'm allowed to share this. Madukri, am I allowed to share the Explorer Creator Program? Am I? I think I'm allowed to say that. It's on the copy. Okay, good. Whew. I'm working hard here, man. I'm sweating. I'm literally sitting in front of a fan sweating, trying to keep. Yeah. Too late if not, right? There you go. Yeah, there you go. You said yes. Okay. So there's the Explore Creator Program. Madukari now has access to the Explore software, if I'm not mistaken. And she got trained on it this week. Shout out to Patrick. Yep. So we can now spin up Explorers way easier than before. We haven't had new Explorers in like a year. That all changes. We're going to start rolling them out. The last AMA, I said Madukari will have one in a week, but she didn't get access to the software till I think Saturday night, so that's not fair. But we are working on new Explorers. And then, as I said, the advertisers will be basically featured in the Explorers. We're going to have different packages for the advertisers to choose from, but that's going to be the coolest one, I think, is where there's an interaction with their brand. So there you go. The Explore Creator Program. If you have any, shout out to Nerf, shout out to Poison and JJ and all the people that have given us great ideas. If you guys have any ideas about Explorers, please get them to us. Preferably, if we could spin off of IP that we already have, because every time I have to go to the artist, that's time and money, but that's fine. But if we could find a way to kind of loop in, imagine you can like mash up Explorers or something, right? So be thinking along those lines. So there you go. All right, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a 2-minute break and catch up here. Let me see if I have any questions from anyone. I know I have some questions given to me in advance. Do a little exploring while we wait here. Yeah, the first one's yeah. Yeah, Madukri is pulling all kinds of wizardress. I don't know if that's a feminine version of wizardry, but she is cooking up. I can't even tell you the stuff she's cooking up. She said, "Do not say it." Who you calling a witch? I said wizardry. I said wizard. A feminine. What's a female wizard? Isn't that also a wizard? I don't know. Huh. I've never thought of that. I don't think. I think wizards can be feminine. I don't know. Is a witch the wizard? Ah, I hope not, because witch has a way different connotation than wizard. Anyway, so any questions? Oh, 17 people. Thank you all. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up when I get done with this AMA because my brain will eat me alive not knowing. I've never thought of that. Okay. Um, I had a question from someone. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We had someone this week. They asked me not. Um, they asked me not to say anything, but we had an amazing person this week make my day. He sent. I mean, sometimes I get a lot of positive messages. I get some nasty ones. Nasty ones are usually the same people that I try to counsel. I try to counsel them, and then they get rude, and I block them. Um, but just shout out to who you are. Very humbled and honored. Someone actually gave us some kind words and donated actually $300 in Ethereum. Just they were saying, "Hey, I love what you're doing. You guys are grinding. You're working hard. A lot of you guys are just putting your heart and soul into this with some people don't even really have a lot of upside, like some of our it's not like everyone in our community has a huge bag, right? You'd be like, oh well, Enoch, he's got a big bag, but there's a lot of people that don't, that work hard, and that's something we're moving towards to ultimately. My vision for the company is to become a launch pad. I've talked to I'm not going to say their names, but I've talked to another game launching studio, and we're trying to set up a way for people that can actually come and help us build our product, and then we can share equity. So imagine like you're sitting at home right now and you're like, hey, I can code a little bit of PHP. Well, DM us and say, hey, I can code or I can help. Anything we can do to offset cost, we will share equity, because we're trying to create, like, the only way we're going to beat Tencent is to have employee owned company. Like, there's a drywall company out there right now that gives their drywallers ownership in the company, and their sales are through the roof. They're the number one drywall company. I'm a friend of the owner, and he's never seen humans like this. Like, they love doing drywall. And if you know anything about drywall, it is rough work. It's hard on your knees. It's hard on everything. And what I'm trying to say is, like, imagine if Gala had lightning in a bottle, but they were greedy in the sense that they kept selling NFTs to the community and not allowing the community to, like, peer to peer. But what they also didn't do is they didn't bring in any ownership. They didn't allow people to come in and own part of the company and own part of the IP. And the only way we're going to beat Tencent is crowdsourcing, community sourcing, IP and coding and working together. So just let it be known that our goal at Champs is to become the first proof of concept for a sustainable, profitable Web3 game. And then we want to turn into a studio where other games that are dying or going under, we can say, hey, come over here under our wing. We can share human capital. We can share resources. We will get people from your community to come on board and work, and then we will give them equity. And then with tokenization, it's really easy to give equity percentage ownership. But I'm even talking equity ownership in the corporations themselves. Like, I want people to basically be like, let's say you hold so much token for so long, and then you do so much labor that you actually become a part of the board or part of the stock ownership, right? So that is our long-term strategy, and we want to be a launching studio. We want to help other games launch their games. So, any Java work? I don't think so. But Nick, I will ask. Madukri, can you make a note and maybe ask Connor or James or Morig or Matt? I don't want to bother Matt's, but I really appreciate that, man. Thank you for offering. Yeah, PHP and React. Anyone that's really good with AI too in coding, like I'm trying to get most of my friends in the business to start using AI, and you know, yeah, 18 people. Cheers, everyone. I'm super honored. That's on a holiday. So moving on. Will it be possible in the future to swap truffles to champs as an alternative to USDC once we have liquidity pool on the IMX? Immutable and I are moving forward with getting part of our LP moved on to Immutable, but we are interviewing someone to help us do that because we don't have the technical knowledge. I mean, setting up an LP isn't exactly hard, but we've never set up an LP on ZK EVM, and we've never migrated an LP and split it. And we can probably do it all. I'm not going to say Matt's couldn't do it. He's done it, but even he's like, I don't feel confident because we don't want anything to go wrong, right? I mean, we've had several people try to hack us. We've had, I think we've lost maybe in the low $15,000 range in our 2 years of people, we've been attacked. We've had bad actors and black hats. So we've had some white hats too. But I'm working with Immutable to get I want a consultant. I want to have someone in the middle that's responsible because we don't want to take advantage or take risk and get taken advantage of. So that is going to happen. We are going to have a liquidity pool on Immutable because we want you to be able to cash out truffles to USDC. To answer this question, I don't think we're ever going to have a truffles straight to champs, but it'll be a truffles to USDC, just swap it on ZKVM using Uniswap or whatever. Straight, probably DFlow. Shout out to DFlow, our partner that we're going to be announcing in the next month or so. But essentially, you would just do a cash out from game to stable to the token, all on ZKEVM. So that way you don't have to pay the bridge cost. Because right now the bridge cost is the real reason. Hey, we gained one Discord user. Woohoo! While we were talking. All right, moving on. It is 4:30. We're going to end this a little early today, as we've been doing the last couple weeks. Any questions so far? Let me check all my channels. Uh, Kill a snail real quick. I don't see any questions. I don't see any pings. Madukri, has there anything that's not been said? Let me check the copy that I'm reading from. Yeah, I think I've covered it pretty much. So great. Nothing on the form. Okay. All right. Well, guys, let's do a 5-minute, guys and gals, 5-minute warning. And again, shout out to that person for donating $300 in Ethereum. We're going to use that for one of our gaming DAOs. I just, I don't know many games that are getting donations from their community right now. Most communities are freaking out, dumping their NFTs, running for the exits because they're terrified. I mean, I'm in a lot of communities. I have a lot of friends that are raising money right now, and it is brutal. It's Shark Tank brutal, and Shark Tank's a farce itself. So we can share that these recordings will now go to the main. Okay, so yeah, our main YouTube now, our champs YouTube. All the AMAs will go there now. That's done, and that's it. Okay, so again, 2-minute warning. I do not want to meander. If there's any questions, but just to recap, 3 million fights in under 6 months. So now we've done almost 5 million fights in about a year. So that shows you how much. I mean, it took us basically like 8-9 months to get to 2 million fights. We've tacked on another 3 million fights in less than 6 months. Obviously, the free to play characters, it increased that. But again, DAU is hanging in there right around 200, a little bit less. Very happy with that. I mean, I hope it stays above 150. That's my personal goal. But we did break 25,000 Twitter followers organically. We broke the almost 20,000 mark in Discord, and that's it. One more minute, we'll wrap this up. I see a couple people dropping, and I do not like to bore anyone or take any too long. Any questions? Last call for questions. Anything you want to say, positive or negative? You're welcome. Yeah, but yeah, new stuff coming soon. I mean, you're going to be having a lot of new content to play with. Rain of Power badges, quests, items, Trufflinity, merch store. Who's gonna win the yeah, thank you, Mr. Smith. Always a pleasure to have you here, sir. Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you, everyone. I really am honored, like I said, every time y'all show up. We will be here next Monday. I will wait till everyone stops typing before I leave, but thank you so much, and talk to you soon. Okay. Bye, everyone.